Hello everyone, and this is my reaction to Frieren Beyond Journeys and episode 12. Last time they got lost in the snow after leaving the town. So the fiber aura was finally over and peace was finally brought there. So they continued up north and Frieren has to take a new exam to prove that she's an A class mage or something like that. And so for her, it feels like the rules and regulations are constantly changing, and she's finding it hard to keep up with all of it. That's why she never went and got certified. But on the way there, they kind of got lost in the snowstorm, so they're taking shelter in a cabin over there. And they found another elf over there. The first elf both of them have met in a number of 100 years. Like for him, it's been 300 years. For Frieren, it's been 400. So yeah, they stayed there. I think they stayed there for 6 months, they said. So I think that would be the first time skip they had since Stark joined the team. Because since then, it kept saying 28 years after the death of him as a hero. So it's still in that same year. We've been in that same year for quite a few episodes now. This was like the first time the show that we had done that. In the start, they just kept going past years. But now this is a first time skip since like episode 4 or 5, so that's something. So yeah, it seems like the snowstorm has finally settled down and they can finally start moving. Now, I had seen a lot of shows where this nice guy turned out to be a bad guy in the end, and I was kind of hoping that was not the case for him. And so far, it seems like Craft the Monk is indeed a good guy, and I'm hoping he stays that way. I hope I haven't jinxed it, and I hope the next time we see him, he doesn't turn out to be a bad guy. Well, anyway, the journey up north continues in the snow, so let's see how it turns out now. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to this episode of Frieren. Please leave a like on the video if you do. Share your thoughts in the comments down below, and subscribe to my channel for more from me. Alright then, let's get started. 29 years finally in the Shure Mountains located in northern lands. So finally it's in the next year. 29 years they said. Frieren, wake up. Oh shoot. What?
No, I think I'd better do it.
It's part of the adventure.
Your weapon. That's the hero's sword.
No, it's a replica.
A replica?
Once rescued a merchant who... See, there was this annoying brat named Heiter at the village orphanage. He kept telling me I'd only ever be a fake hero because I wielded a fake sword. He was such a pain.
Heiter.
I figured if I proved him wrong, I'd have the last laugh. So here I am.
That's why.
These days, I'll hold the real hero's sword in my hand and use it to defeat the Demon King.
He's smiling.
Now that you're awake, do you think you're able to walk?
No.
Are you sure?
She likes being a friend.
You smell nice.
You must be tired from carrying her this whole time. You rest now. I'll take over.
Why? Why not? Just let her carry him. Come on. Come on, Fern. What? Let him carry her. Come on. Or maybe you can carry the axe and... Who are you?
Chief of this village now? You're a child.
That's right. I come from a long line of chiefs. I'm the 49th.
The 49th.
Welcome to the village of the sword.
You're the chief?
This village used to protect the hero's sword. According to stories, the weapon was hidden in a sanctuary somewhere close by, stuck inside a mighty stone.
Oh.
Throughout history, many heroes tried to pull the sword from its rocky sheath, but none were successful.
There is but one person who can claim this sword. The hero who will drive off the great calamity that aims to destroy this world.
Yeah, that's it.
You're talking about Himmel, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
He was able to take the sword. Master Heiter never mentioned it.
Okay.
You were supposed to return here after half a century had passed. I'm a mild-mannered person, but even I'm pissed off you're late. showed up.
So who is this Lord of the Mountains? Is that it? Oh. And of course you're up there.
Surely you could have hired some traveling adventurers to take them out before they became a problem for you. I wish I could, but that's not an option.
Of course, because Himmel is the hero.
What?
More of them swarming down there. Looks like they want inside the cave.
Is that the cave? Ooh, nice. You just blew them all away.
Hey, Frieren! Why is that?
What? Stark, are you okay? Hey!
That's the Lord.
Oh, he's a werewolf or something.
I didn't recognize your name. You only showed up in the last 80 years. Not nearly long enough to be a lord. You're up, Stark. I know you're not dead yet.
She didn't even move. Barrier.
Excellent work.
The music's a bit loud compared to the voices. Not very well balanced over there.
That's the hero's sword in there.
It's what draws so many monsters to the mouth of this cave.
Wait a minute. Then was it never drawn or what?
Himmel tried, but he couldn't pull the sword from the stone.
Ah.
Another failure. We'll keep waiting for the real hero.
I'll still defeat the Demon King and bring peace to the world. And when I'm done, nobody's going to be concerned about me being a fake or not.
Oh man.
In the end, Himmel lived up to his promise. Even without the fabled sword, he managed to save the world.
Wow. Wow.
Why was the truth covered up in favor of this story then?
Probably because people wanted Himmel to be some mythic warrior. It wouldn't do for him to fail inside the cave. There's no place for embarrassing stories in a hero's tale. When a new generation comes of age, they romanticize the heroes of the past.
That's why Hyder didn't tell that story. Are you gonna try and pick it up or what? Who's that?
I always believed you would bring safety back to our village, Miss Frieren. I'm grateful as hell. My grandmother said to tell you that.
Sounds like your grandmother had quite the mouth on her.
I was thinking that too.
See you then, and don't be late next time.
Don't count on it. 209 years in the Apeti region. Is that how that's spelled? Apeti? Is that how it's said?
Today is Stark's 18th birthday.
Oh! He's 18.
Don't you think that's something you could have mentioned to me a bit earlier? I don't have anything to give him as a birthday present.
Just buy something for him while you're in town.
Like what?
But I don't know what kind of gift he would even want.
I wonder who's to blame for that.
You are, Mistress Frieren.
Yeah.
I assume you have a present for him?
What? I like the animation in this scene. Like, this is just Frieren's legs in the bed and then.
Potion that dissolves clothing.
No!
This is the type of gift men enjoy receiving.
No!
Stark will be overjoyed.
No! Stop that face. Don't make that face. No.
Curious to know how it works?
Oh my gosh.
I remember when you purchased this, because I told you to return the vulgar concoction immediately.
It actually works.
How crass you are.
That's your payment. That's sorry, not payment. That's your punishment. You shouldn't just open the door. He's not here.
He must have gone out already.
He left the door open.
We were hanging out with him, but he left a little while ago.
Next place.
It was so brave the way he raced up that tree and helped us climb back down.
She's searching all over for him.
How could Mistress Frieren be so vile? There's no way he would appreciate that disgusting potion, right?
There he is.
There you are.
That cloud looks like a lady with huge boobs.
Oh my gosh.
So he is a pervert.
Oh, dang. That one's a big pile of poop.
No! 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 Oh gosh.
He's just incredibly immature.
I'll have to tell Fern about these later.
How does he expect me to respond?
So was my suspicion from earlier correct or not?
Take a look at the...
She is not amused at all.
Second thought. Never mind.
Would you like to go for a walk?
Sure. What did I do wrong?
How to broach the subject?
Oh no.
Please tell me what to apologize for.
She does nothing.
No matter how sly I am, he'll know something's up. Today's your birthday, is it not? I want to get you a present.
What? Why would you do that?
You don't.
Just forget about it.
Come on.
Insufferable.
It's just no one's given me a birthday present before, so it sounded weird.
Oh. No one. Not even Ison.
I didn't know that was something that people did.
Not even one from your parents? So it wasn't a custom where you come from.
Oh.
They probably just didn't care enough to bother getting me one.
Then what did they do on your birthday?
Can't you be more like Stoltz? Not only is he unharmed, he doesn't have a speck of dirt or a drop of blood on him. That clean white cape is undeniable proof that he's the strongest warrior among you fools. You are the pride of our village, Stoltz.
Stoltz.
Then, of course, there's your brother. Our family's great shame.
Oh, brother.
Stark.
Oops. Oh no.
Sorry.
You have impressive focus. One day you'll be stronger.
My brother was different from the rest of them. But
Oh, the demons came and then, if I remember, you ran, right? Yep.
when demons attacked my village, I abandoned him. I was the failure. The coward.
Sword.
Emma wouldn't have run away that night.
I wonder what Stark thought when he saw the sword over there. Not jewelry. I don't think he's into that.
This one is my favorite.
Too expensive. Try again.
What do you mean too expensive? Well, I guess it would be. Next. Oh.
Welcome back.
Did you make that?
Why did you make us such ridiculously large Hamburg steaks?
How are they ridiculous? This is what you eat on your birthday.
Is it?
Like I said, my master wasn't one to give presents, but he always cooked me a big Hamburg steak on my birthday.
Well, that's something.
Didn't Eisen explain this to you?
Explain what?
Warriors are so bad when it comes to sharing.
I'd say that's fairly rich coming from you.
People don't know how you truly feel unless you tell them directly.
It's kind of hard to know, yeah.
You can think of this as a birthday present from me.
It's your birthday, right? This can be our little secret.
So there was something. So that was a birthday present.
Run, Stark. You have to survive.
Now go.
How does it taste?
Let's find out. Well?
It's good.
No! No!
We'll salvage a little of
I
this.
won't hesitate to pour that on your head again.
What is that?
Don't bother. Alright. Well. So that scene with the clouds. Is that why Fern didn't want Stark to carry Frieren? I was kind of thinking that, but I was hoping I was wrong. Oh well. That was an interesting episode. I think a constant thing of the show is it knows it's not trying to be too crazy. It knows what it wants to be and just sticks to that. Like, so sure, it can have a lot of great action and all that, but it knows exactly what the story is and what it wants to be. Like small scenes like the story of the hero about how Himmel didn't actually pull the sword but still manage to defeat the Demon King. Like, that may seem like a small thing, but it actually says a lot about who he is as a character. He thought maybe he'd pull the sword and do it, but when he couldn't do it, he said, "No, I'm gonna be the Demon King anyway." He was not some prophesized hero from legend or something like that. He was someone who trained hard and made himself into a hero that can be the Demon King. And I think that is very amazing, and I'm glad the show actually went that route. It actually made it so much more interesting. But it made me curious to what Stark thought when he saw the sword in the stone. Did he want to try and pull it himself, maybe, or was, or maybe, or it's kind of hard to think about the thing I'm trying to say. Anyway, they saved the town from what looked to be a werewolf over there. So the story that they thought happened was that Himmel pulled the sword and then he used that to defeat the Demon King. But Hyter never told that story to Fern. Now we know why. Turns out Himmel actually didn't pull the sword. I said this already. He was able to be the Demon King without it. Though it makes me wonder why Eisen never told Stark that part before. He could have easily told Stark the truth. But I guess I can see from Frieren's perspective that they want to romanticize the hero and make him sound as heroic as possible. They don't want any embarrassing mishaps to get in the way of that. So they may change some details here and there. Like also in the very earlier episode, there's a thing about the sculptor, how he had to pose like 50 different times and spend 18 hours getting the right pose before they can finally start sculpting it. And then over here, where he didn't actually pull out the hero's sword. They knew those were some embarrassing moments, but they wanted him to sound as heroic as possible, so they just left that part out or kind of changed them. So what happened to the sword then? It looked like it had become rusted in there. But then, how did they keep the story of a sword a secret for so long? How come not many people know the truth about that? Well, then again, I guess not many people go into a village that high into the mountains and that covered in snow. Though I guess some adventurers may come there, I'm not sure. But they never saw the cave though. And yeah, I kind of thought the Lord of the Mountains would be some kind of beast. I've seen that in a lot of games and stuff. Well, not too many games. Definitely in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. But I think that's about it. And then Stark's birthday came up. I like the scene with Frieren in bed with her legs like that, and then the way they animated her coming out of bed. That was very well done actually. But the portion that is all clothing, don't they have that like a spell that sees through wall and they can also... And didn't Fern already use that spell on Stark back when they first met? And she called him a pervert. Not good, Fern, not good. But she just took that bottle and poured it over Frieren's head. And somehow she was able to salvage some of it. Not sure how she managed that. But what was it? The note was the recipe. That's what the note was. And that's why she started making it. I get it now. I didn't think about that at first, but now that makes sense. So Stark actually didn't know what a birthday present was? That seemed kind of sad. I guess this whole time he never thought of the Hamburg steak as a birthday present. It was not quite a present, but it was at least a tradition that got the meaning across, that got the feeling across. That's the thing that makes a birthday present so special, the meaning and the feeling behind it. So I guess they did give him a birthday present after all, just in a different kind of form. But Fern managed to give him a bangle as a present. I'm glad that those two are getting closer. Stark is like the first friend Fern ever had, and I guess that's true for him as well. Because she's been around Hyter for most of her life. And after he fled his village, sometime later, Eisen found him. So yeah, I'm glad those two have each other and are getting closer. Fern usually acts like the mother of the group most of the time, but every now and then her true age starts to show, especially during her interactions with Stark, and I like that. So they made such large portions of Hamburg steak for his birthday, and yep, I'm still not sure I completely understood the meaning behind Stark staring at the sword in the stone. Did he want to pick it up himself or try. Maybe he thought if Himmel can become a hero without that sword, maybe he can also become a strong warrior himself. His town may have said some things and have had their customs, but maybe he can still become strong despite all that. His brothers seem to care about him. Maybe if he's still alive, they'll meet again someday. That would be quite awesome, actually. He'll see how much stronger Stark has gotten. And part of me wonders if we may actually see the demon they fought that day. Maybe that demon's not dead. Or maybe that demon lived but the brother died. Oh, that's going to be quite something then, huh? Well, anyway, so it's finally now been 29 years since Himmel died, and they're going to continue the adventure next time, so let's see how it turns out then. Thank you for watching my reaction to this episode of Frieren, and I will see you all next time for more. Bye, everyone.